YouTube, how's it going? Nate321 back again, and I wanted to show you something I found at Target today that I thought was really cool, and I figured some of you guys out there might like it, and it's not video game related, but it is very 80s, it's very retro, so any of you out there who are interested in 80s pop culture should find this interesting. And what it is Garbage Pail Kids Flashback cards, and what they are, basically, are reprints of the classic 80s Garbage Pail Kids cards, and if you don't know what those are, they're basically it was a set of collectible sticker cards that ran throughout the kind of mid to late 80s, and it was all based on gross out humor. Basically, it was each card had a different character on it, and it just featured well drawn art, but it was all disgusting stuff, like boogers and like missing limbs and things like that, stuff you wouldn't normally associate with like kids cards. And I think what it was is it was the art style was making fun of Cabbage Patch Kids back in the day, so that's why they called it Garbage Pail Kids, kind of a play on Cabbage Patch Kids. So instead of being really cute, kind of lovable characters, they were all really like gross and mangled and like disgusting. But I mean, kids really loved it back in the day, and they're really sought after now, those original sets. And I think they discontinued them probably by the early 90s, and they actually revived them into new sets in the early 2000s. But what these are, this is Series 2, and there was a Series 1 that came out last year as well. What they are reprints of those classic old 80s cards, all compiled into, well, two series now. And the whole set is 834 unique cards total. The base set, which this is what the package looks like for Series 2. Series 1 came in like a neon green package. Series 2 is in red. I'll just show you what a base card looks like. This is Junk Food John. As you can see, it's just like really cartoony, kind of overblown art like that. So there's 160 base cards, and I guess technically there's 80, but each one has an A and a B variant. Like you can see this, you probably can't read it, but this one's 1A, Junk Food John. 1B would have the same art, but the name would be different. So 80 base cards, each one has like an A and B variant, so a total of 160. We'll show you a couple more here. Bad Brad, he's shredding a math book and an English book. He's got a devil. Let's find a gross one here for you if we can. Here we go. Leaky Lindsay, obviously leaking boogers out of her nose there. So yeah, I got 5 packs of these. The base cards all have this yellow border around them, and they got random stuff in the back. It's like a little like Facebook thing. This is kind of stupid, honestly. Some of the ones higher up in the set, all combined together, like we'll see this one, Atom Boom, with a little atom bomb coming out of his butt there. You can see it's part of a bigger puzzle, and you put 9 cards together and it makes one big one. So there's different stuff on the back. Let's see. In addition to the yellow border around them, each of the 160 base cards has border variants. So there's green ones like this. This is Early Bert. And there's pink borders, Smelly Kelly, about to get peed on by the dog there. There's also silver borders and gold borders, but I didn't get any of those. There's a bunch of kind of other sets to it. There's a whole set based on this guy, this Atom Bomb guy. He's kind of like the mascot of this line. I guess he's one of the more iconic cards back in the day. This is what the actual card looks like. One of the more iconic ones back in the day. So they have a set of 10 for this guy. There's another one. He has a bunch of cards flying out of his head. And they have another new series here, this Where Are They Now, where they update cards from back in the day with like what they would be doing, 30 years later. Pretty interesting. If you're a fan of the original card, this one should definitely stir up some memories. I never got into them back in the day, obviously. I think they were probably discontinued by the time I, started collecting cards at any sort. I've always liked collecting cards, whether it be, sports cards or any kind of collectible cards, really, Star Wars or Pokemon or whatever. So we'll see if I continue to buy these. This is a good set to get if you want to buy just to complete a set. It's not much in the way of value, honestly. There are rare cards, but like any kind of card collecting, you're going to have to pay for it for sure. So there are autograph cards and like prints and print plates and things like that you can get that are worth more, but I think these are more meant to be like a full set and to collect the entire set and put it in a book like you did back in the day or something. So They're $2 at Target. I assume they'd be at Walmart or Kmart or any kind of those stores. So if you're into 80s collectibles, I think this is something cool to have, just definitely reminiscent of, that time, mid-80s time. A lot of pop culture references on the cards too. So just wanted to show that off to you guys. I figure some of you out there, some of you retro fans might like it. So for now, NateGrit321 signing out.